How to talk English. Once in a small town, there was a young man named Alex. Alex was curious, hardworking, and had a big dream. He wanted to speak English fluently. He had always admired people who could talk in English. They seemed so confident and smart, and Alex wanted to be like them. However, Alex had a problem. He was too shy to speak English in front of others. Even though he knew some words and phrases, he felt nervous. What if he made mistakes? What if people laughed at him? These thoughts held him back, but his dream to learn English was strong. One day, Alex met a wise old man named Mr. Leo at the local library. Mr. Leo was known for speaking many languages, including English. He noticed Alex reading an English book and saw the look of concentration on his face. "Hello, young man," Mr. Leo greeted Alex with a warm smile. "I see you're interested in English." Alex looked up, a bit shy. "Yes, sir," he replied quietly. "I want to learn how to speak English well, but I don't know where to start." Mr. Leo chuckled softly. "Learning a language is like planting a tree," he said. "It takes time, patience, and practice, but if you start with small steps, you'll grow stronger each day." Alex was curious. "But how do I start, Mr. Leo? I feel nervous every time I try to speak." Mr. Leo leaned in and shared his first piece of advice. "Begin by speaking English to yourself. Yes, talk to yourself in simple English every day. Describe what you're doing, what you see, or how you feel. It's a safe way to practice and grow comfortable." Alex liked this idea. It felt less scary to practice alone. That evening, he went home and tried it. While cooking dinner, he spoke softly to himself. "I am cutting vegetables. I am making soup." At first, it felt funny, but slowly he started to enjoy it. The next day, he saw Mr. Leo again. "I tried speaking to myself in English," Alex said, his eyes shining with excitement. It felt good. Mr. Leo was pleased. "That's wonderful, Alex. Now here's your next step. Listen to English. Watch movies, listen to songs, or find simple English videos. Let the sounds of the language become familiar to you." Remember, learning a language is also about listening. Eager to try, Alex went home and found some English videos. He listened carefully to each word and tried to understand. Sometimes he caught new words and repeated them out loud, feeling proud of every small success. Days turned into weeks, and Alex kept practicing. He began to feel more confident. One morning, he surprised his little sister, Mia, by saying, "Good morning." In English, Mia giggled, but Alex didn't feel shy. He felt proud. Soon, Alex saw Mr. Leo again and shared his progress. "I'm listening to English every day now, and I'm practicing alone. But I want to speak with someone too," he said, feeling ready for a new challenge. Mr. Leo smiled knowingly. "I think you're ready, Alex. Why don't you join an English club? There's one that meets every Saturday at the library. It's full of people learning English, just like you." This idea excited Alex, but also made him nervous. Speaking in front of people felt scary, but he trusted Mr. Leo's advice. That Saturday, he went to the English club. There were many people there, all learning just like him. They practiced simple conversations, asked each other questions, and laughed at small mistakes. Alex felt safe there. During the meeting, he introduced himself in English. "Hello, my name is Alex," he said, his voice shaking a little. "I am learning English." Everyone clapped for him, and he felt proud. For the first time, Alex spoke English in front of people, and it felt amazing. That night, he thought about his journey so far. He was just a small-town boy with a big dream, but he was learning step by step. With the help of Mr. Leo and the encouragement of his friends, Alex felt like he could achieve his dream. Alex was feeling proud of his progress in the English club. Each week, he practiced speaking with new friends, learning new words, and feeling more comfortable with English. However, there were still times when he struggled to find the right words or felt nervous. But every time he felt stuck, he remembered Mr. Leo's advice: learning a language takes patience, and every small step matters. One day, Mr. Leo invited Alex to a special event. "Alex, there's a storytelling night at the library. People will be sharing stories in English. You don't have to speak, but it would be good practice to listen." Alex was excited yet nervous. The thought of hearing real stories in English thrilled him, but he worried he might not understand everything. Still, he trusted Mr. Leo and decided to go. On the evening of the event, Alex sat in the library listening carefully to each storyteller. Some were students like him, and others were teachers or locals who loved speaking English. As he listened, he could feel the rhythm and flow of the language. He noticed how people used expressions, hand movements, and smiles to make their stories more engaging. At the end of the night, the host announced, "Would anyone else like to share a story?" Alex felt his heart beat faster. A small voice inside him wanted to try, but another voice was afraid. Then he saw Mr. Leo smiling at him from across the room, and something in Alex shifted. He took a deep breath, stood up, and said, "I will try." Everyone looked at him with friendly eyes, and Alex felt a little braver. "Hello, my name is Alex," he began. "I'm learning English. It is not easy, but I try every day." He shared a simple story about his daily life and how he practiced English, talking to himself, listening to music, and meeting friends at the English club. He even shared his funny moments, like when he tried to order food in English and accidentally asked for pencils instead of peanuts. The room filled with laughter, and Alex relaxed, enjoying the moment. When he finished, the audience clapped and cheered. Alex felt a wave of joy and relief. He had just told a story in English in front of a crowd, and it felt incredible. Mr. Leo gave him a proud thumbs up, and Alex knew he had taken a big step toward his dream. After that night, Alex's confidence grew. He began to practice speaking English with people in his town, even strangers. Sometimes he made mistakes, but he laughed them off. He learned that mistakes were just a part of learning. The more he practiced, the more natural English felt to him. One day, Mr. Leo told Alex, "You're not just learning English anymore, Alex, you're speaking it. You're living it. Remember, the key to speaking English is not just knowing words. It's about using them to connect with people." Alex took those words to heart. He started to think of English not as a subject to study, but as a bridge to meet new people, share ideas, and express himself. With time, he even began helping new members at the English club, encouraging them just as Mr. Leo had encouraged him. Months passed, and Alex's English improved greatly. He no longer hesitated to speak, and he even started to dream in English. He felt like a whole new world had opened up for him. When he saw travelers in town, he'd offer to guide them, proudly using his English skills to show them around and tell them stories about his hometown. One day, he came across a young boy at the library, struggling with an English book. The boy reminded him of himself from the past. Alex sat down beside him and said, "Hello, my name is Alex. Do you want to learn English? The boy looked up, nodded, and smiled. Alex shared all the tips he had learned, encouraging the boy to start small, practice daily, and not be afraid of mistakes. As he spoke, he felt grateful for his journey and for people like Mr. Leo who had believed in him. Now, Alex knew how to talk English, but more than that, he knew how to share his passion and help others find their voice. He had not only learned a language, but had grown into a confident and inspiring person.